Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another FFF_FPL video. The number one place where you can find some FPL advice that incorporates statistics, the fixtures, as well as my own feelings. So I apologize for my appearance. It's been a heck of a week yet again, and just trying to get this video out. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm doing a little bit different format this time around, where I am showing you the entire team, how every player did at the same time, just so I can briefly talk about the whole team. I'm not going to get into breaking down every single thing, but yeah, as you can see, 57 points, big L this week. And it was frustrating for quite a few reasons, including a singular Jota miss from about a yard out that made me so angry. But anyway, yeah, you can see I'm now ranked 113,000, which is not, it's good. It is really good, and I should be very, very happy with that, but I'm not, because it's a red arrow, and I was at about 80,000, I think, or 60,000, so not great. You can see I barely finished above average, so yeah, not fantastic. But if we look at the team, no one really performed that well at all, except for Salah and Ronaldo. Yeah, so going into this week, I made one transfer. I took out Amarte for Leicester because he's not playing anymore, and I brought in Ben White for Arsenal for a couple reasons. The main one is that so I could have a full playing 11 and keep Antonio on the bench, because otherwise it would have been very tough for me to get any amount of points this week and still keep Antonio. So I needed a playing defender. And White for Arsenal just looks like he might be okay. And my budget was 4.4, and so there were not many defenders that I could choose from. But Arsenal have great fixtures, and in my mind, they're bound to turn it around eventually. So why not this week, right? So I got him in my team. I'm also planning on wild carding within a few weeks, so I just needed a player for the next few weeks that could do okay for me and was under 4.4 mil. So I brought him in. Super random that Trent Alexander-Arnold got sick before the game. I know a lot of managers were frustrated with that, but luckily I had Livramento come off the bench for me, so very happy with that. Can't believe he kept a clean sheet against Man City. Huge result. Looks like he could be a real potential option going forward. If any of you need a budget defender who's going to be playing, obviously Duffy is one, but Livramento looks like he's stuck in that team. Southampton have tightened up that defense since the very beginning, so there's potential there. Luke Shaw, Man United versus West Ham, hugely frustrating for two reasons. One, because it was a deflected goal again that Man United conceded, which is always frustrating. Yeah, maybe we should have closed the ball, or United should have closed the ball down faster, but the second fact is that Ben Rama scored, which obviously I don't have him in my team, so all these managers that have him got away with it. So that's very frustrating for me. And then Leeds just look shambolic at the back. They have basically no center backs. Luke Ayling was playing center back the whole time. I need to get him out of my team as soon as possible. And then Robert Sanchez for Brighton. I mean, he still looks okay. I would love to have Ramsdale for Arsenal, who I think I'll bring in on my wild card because of his great fixtures. But yeah. If we go to the midfield, we have Greenwood, blank. Damari Gray, blank. Jota, blank, except they kept a clean sheet, so I got 1 point. Grealish, blank. So frustrating. I've said this before, I don't want Grealish in my team. I've been wanting to get him out, but I haven't had a really good opportunity. Gray, I don't mind having in my team. He's a great enabler at 5.6, but they got thrashed by Aston Villa, which was so frustrating. Jota, like I said, missed literally an open net. Hugely frustrating. And then Mason Greenwood had a couple chances in the West Ham game. Like, Ronaldo could have squared it to him. He had one shot go just wide. Like, I still think he's an okay option, but I'm going to look to get him out during my wild card as well. Yeah, and Salah, I was going to captain him or Ronaldo, so very glad that I went with Salah because he got the goal and an assist. Liverpool just looked like a great attacking team. I still like having Jota in the team. It's frustrating that he isn't getting as many returns as I thought he would, but yeah. And then Ronaldo up top. I don't know what to say. Feel very good to have him. His price has already risen significantly, so I'm glad that I hopped on him immediately because it looks like that price is just going to keep going up and up and up. I think he's got a great couple next fixtures. No need to get rid of him yet. Might get rid of him for Lukaku, but even then, I don't know. I think I might just go without Lukaku and bring in those Chelsea defensive assets. So the way I see it, Lukaku I think is what, 11.5, 11.6 now. With that exact same amount of money, I could get Rudiger and Alonso and have 2 Chelsea defenders who Alonso's basically playing as a striker. So if he keeps starting, which he has started all of them, but you would think that Ben Chilwell might get into the team, but I think I'm going to bring Alonso into my wild card as well as another Chelsea asset because their fixtures are amazing, and yeah, they're going to bring in so many points. It's so frustrating that Rudiger scored this week because, I mean, he's not going to get that many goals on the season, but I know a lot of people brought him in last week, so that's massively frustrating. Yeah, it's just one of those weeks where I feel really unlucky. I mean, I don't hate my team, and going into next week, I have really good fixtures that I'll talk about in the next video. Real quickly, next week I have Sanchez plays Crystal Palace, great fixture. Livermento against Wolves, great fixture. Wolves do not look good at going forward attacking wise. They cannot put the ball in the back of the net. Trent Alexander-Arnold, if he's fit, versus Brentford, great fixture. Shaw versus Aston Villa, great fixture. Gray versus Norwich, Jota versus Brentford, Greenwood versus Aston Villa, Salah versus Brentford, Antonio versus Leeds, who looks so bad, and Ronaldo versus Aston Villa. So I feel like this exact same team that got me these points this week has a great chance this next week of getting me a lot of points. So I am going to make probably 1 transfer and then wild card in game week 7, sorry. I think I'm going to take Grealish out for Sarr because Sarr for Watford just looks too good at that price point, and I feel really bad for not having him. It hurt this week watching him play. So yeah, I feel good about going into next week. I'll talk about that more in the next video, but yeah, this is how I did this week. Like, subscribe, FFF_FPL on Instagram. Join my league code. I am in 2nd place in the league, and Maggie, if you're still watching this, I don't know if you still are, you're absolutely killing it. I'm curious to know what your overall rank is because you're doing very well. So yeah, once again, good talking to you guys. It's just me in my room talking, but yeah.